Girl, I know y'all see that new growth. After 3 to 4 months, girl, it's time to retighten our locks, but with a brand new product I've never tried before. Girl, let's go. The products that I used are the Red by Kiss Alligator Clips, an interlocking needle for retightening your locks, and our new product, the Camille Rose Mint Conditioning Nourishing Braiding Gel. So hey girl, hey, I'm back. I know you see all this new growth, girl. I know, a mess, but we gonna get into it. Relax. But girl, somehow something got snagged on my nails. My little hairs got snagged on my nails, but girl, we need all the edges that we need, okay? We don't need no snatch edges. We just grew them out, okay? So let's get into it. Girl, look at all that new growth. It's shameful. After 3 to 4 months, I should be ashamed of myself. But girl, it takes a whole lot to retighten in locks. And it's just like, it's the time that you have, but the time that you don't have because you don't want to do it. But girl, we're going to get into it, okay? And girl, something got in my eye, okay? I don't like that, okay? So I believe I had at least an inch or an inch and a half of new growth, but girl, that new growth started to mat up, and either we need to retighten it or we need to hydrate it. It was my time to retighten it, okay? We just grew it. We don't want it to go, okay? So we're gonna get into this retightening, okay? We look and we don't judge, because retightening takes a lot. So girl, now it's time to section our hair to prepare for retightening our locks, okay? Just gonna take a while, but we're gonna get to it, okay? So what I use to clip my hair back is the Red by Kiss Alligator Clips, and I section my hair in 4 sections. Now the sectioning depends on you, but I always do 4 sections. Now when I get to the top parts of my hair, I may split that section into 2 sections, but other than that, girl, it's always gonna be 4 sections to start off with. So I'm gonna do that to all of my hair, and then I'll be back. Girl, we back, okay? I done clipped all 4 sections. Now I'm going to do one side off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and do the other one on camera, okay? Because it's gonna take a while, yeah. So girl, when I told you it took a long time, it took a long time, also including breaks, girl, okay? But we back, okay? So let's finish this section off and get finished with this retightening. So what I'm learning about my locks and when it comes to retightening my locks is that not every lock product works on your hair, but guess what? You have to try it out to see if it works, right? So I'm going to be using the Camille Rose Mint Condition Nourishing Braiding Gel. So I'm going to add the product to the roots of my hair, slicking down everything to prepare to retwist my hair, okay girl? So now I'm going to use the Red by Kiss Alligator Clips, okay? And I'm going to section my hair, a lot of sectioning in this video, okay? The section that I'm going to be working with, I'm going to keep down and then put the rest of the section clipped on the rest of my locks. And then on the section that I'm working with, I'm going to put the one down that I'm working with and clip the other part back, because girl, there's a thing where you can retighten 2 locks together by accident. It happens, okay girl? So now it's time to use the interlocking needle to start the retightening of our locks, okay? So what I like to do with my locks and retightening it, I like to use the compass method. It's really called the 4-point method, but I like to call it the compass method because that's how I know which way to go. So what I like to do, I like to go with the needle, I like to go under, going from south to north, then under, going from east to west, then under, going from north to south, then undergoing west to east, okay? And I do not do a full rotation every single time I do my lock. Now the very first rotation that I do a full rotation. But when it comes to the second rotation and maybe the third rotation, I don't always do a full rotation, because what I do not want my lock to be too tight, okay? But I don't want it to be too loose. So take that as you will. If you like to do the full rotation, then do it, girl, but I don't do the full rotation on the second and third time. So once again, when I'm retightening my hair, I like to go under, going from south to north, under, going east to west, under, going from north to south, and under, going from west to east. And so now I'm going to do this to all the sections, and then I'll be back. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I actually like the Camille Rose Braiding Gel. I believe that edge control holds a real special place in my heart when it comes to retightening, but this braiding gel did nourish my hair, did bring moisture to my hair, and it did pretty good with holding the hair into place before I retighten my hair. Now I just want to come back in on this part. I'm showing you that there is hair coming from another lock. Girl, I just pull that out. It's not the greatest thing to do, but I just pull it out so that the lines can be a little crisper. And then eventually you can add that when you retighten your hair again. So girl, it's okay. Do what you gotta do, okay? We just want to make sure those lines are as crisp as they can possibly be. So all I did was use some of the gel on that piece of hair, and I just twisted it on the lock, because eventually that hair and that lock is gonna merge together like ain't nothing happened, okay? One more thing I want to add. Girl, if the ends of your lock is as thick as me, girl, sometimes it's hard getting the ends of that lock in the hole of the interlocking needle. So one thing that I do, I either use that gel that I'm using to retighten, or I use edge control to saturate on the ends of the locks so that it can, not so easily, because sometimes the ends are just really thick, but it's easier for the ends of your locks to go into the hole of the interlocking needle. Because the one thing that I find is hard is when the ends of your hair is really thick and you're trying to retighten your hair, doing the little rotation method will be hard, and sometimes you're going to feel like you have to tug real hard to get it through because of the ends of your locks. So you want to make sure that it's saturated with a product so that it's easy to go underneath and do the rotation method. And you also want to make sure that on the edges of your hair, because girl, edges is very sacred, very scarce, okay? Because we don't have time to lose our edges, okay? So when you're doing the rotation method on the edges of your hair, be very sensitive about how, or be very careful, let me say that, with how you tug a little bit when you're doing your rotations, because the edges of your hair can be a little sensitive depending on your type of head and how tender your head is when you're doing certain things to it. Like, you know, if you're putting rubber bands on your hair, your edges can get a little sensitive, or your scalp, there you go, your scalp can get a little sensitive. So be very careful of how you do your rotations on the edges of your hair. And this also goes with what I was speaking on when it comes to the rotation of your locks when you do it the second time or the third time. How I said that I don't want the retightening of my locks too tight and I don't want it too loose, because if you just full set on trying to do a full rotation the second time, knowing that this thing is close to your scalp, is going to burn. You want to make sure that you're very careful to how tight or how loose you're retightening your locks, because your scalp is very sensitive to what you're doing to it. So be careful. So girl, we done, girl. Now my bike was screaming and cursing me out at the same time, but girl, it is what it is, girl. Girl, it's nothing like a fresh retightening, okay? You see them crisp lines? Some of them is crisp, some of them is not, but that's beside the point. We did it. We did it, girl. Joe, we did it, okay? Look at that. So girl, it took me about 4 hours, which is normal, but girl, the way my back be screaming, my back don't like it, okay? So right now, it's time to put our hair in another style and do our makeup, and boom, girl, don't we look good, okay? So now, once again, I'm going to show you the parts of the crispness, okay, of this interlocking retightening video of our locks, because girl, you look too cute with your locks and being retightened, okay, and that new growth is not showing no more, okay? That's what we like to see. No matted, no nothing, no nowhere, okay, girl? You look good, okay? Your back hurt, but you look good. Girl, you look civilized. You look like you got something going for yourself. Girl, I was too high up in my chair, so I had to go all the way down. Girl, couldn't even see the top of my head, okay? So that's the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Down in the comment section below, let me know the rotation that you use on your locks. Let me know what kind of products that you guys use. Let me know what hairstyles y'all want to see, because I want to try it on these locks, okay, girl? Because you look too cute, girl. We can look cute together by watching this video, okay? As always, remember that you're flavored with favor. I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye.